Hello everyone, it's Keenan Baker here. I am okay. I just got done with that other video, and it took me a while, but I'm okay now. Um, but this video, as you can probably tell, in the title, most dramatic times in my life. Um, sorry, my hair's not cooperating. It doesn't want to work for me. These things are getting too long, and I gotta cut them. And the back's not doing that well either. But, these are the most dramatic times of my life. So the first time is the first time I have ever gone to Seven Peaks. The first time ever. And so I went to Seven Peaks, and I loved slides. I loved them. And there was like this big old pink slide that like started from like way up, and then you slid down on it on your bare back, and it was really cool, and I wanted to ride it. And so I went on it, and when I went down, when I was going down, halfway down, when I started going down, once I hit the bottom, my head cunged back, and it knocked me out for a while. And then I woke up, and I got up, and I had no idea where I was. I didn't know that I was at Seven Peaks. I didn't know where my dad was. I didn't know where my mom was. I was there with like a bunch of my cousins and stuff. The only person who was able to find me was a lifeguard. And I'm like, I don't know where I am right now. And they're like, what's your name, kid? And so, they got my parents, they got my mom there. She came and grabbed me. They were closing anyways. It was really late, and so, she came and got me, and then, she started taking me home, and, we stayed at a motel. It was fun, but the thing was that I got knocked out. I didn't even know that we went to Seven Peaks until my mom told me. I didn't remember my entire day, and I bet it was probably really fun. All I remember when my mom told me about it was getting on the slide. That's all I remember. She told me that I had a lot of fun in a wave pool, but I don't remember anything like that. So yeah, I didn't like it. It was a bad experience, and I didn't like it. And it was a traumatic experience because I got knocked out. Another one is when I had a snake crawling around me. There was this in kindergarten how like the school will have like an animal person from like a zoo or something like that come and like show you a bunch of animals. Yeah, there's this guy, and he brought a snake. And he had someone volunteer to come up, and I was just sitting there going like, I don't want to. But I liked snakes though. They were really cool. But I still didn't want to, and so and she called me up anyways. I was like, and so I walked up, and I was just sitting there, and she put the snake on my shoulder like a scarf, and it just started like crawling around, and it started going up my arm, my sleeve, and I was like, no. I did not like it, and it like started coming back out like through the neck hole, and I was like, no, no. I did not enjoy it, not at all. I didn't enjoy it one single bit. But I still had to go through with it, and it sucked. It honestly sucked. It really did suck. Another thing was I don't know what it was. It was I don't remember it exactly, but what happened is that I was like really young, like probably like 5 or something, and I was just sitting there at the zoo, and I wasn't doing anything, and my DS died. And so I closed it because I was really bored, and I didn't even know that I was at the alligator place. I was just looking for a place to sit down. But there was like, and I was at like the side of an alligator screen thing. And when I looked back, the alligator like tried to bite me, but since there was like glass there, it like it freaked me out. And I jumped back and I like landed on my back, and my DS like hit me in the head, and it hurt. And I'm like, ah! And like my mom saw that happen and she started laughing and got me up and said, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, eh. Like, it was scary. It scared me half to death. Can you just imagine, just sitting there, minding your own business, then all of a sudden, an alligator just, it sucked. It sucked. But afterwards, they got me, a possum plushie, and it was a great time. I played with my plushie for like a long time. My plushie, and it had like a baby kind of thing that like clung onto its back. It was cool. Yeah, except for the fact that possums are extremely horrifying. But and then another time at the same zoo, I was like walking around, and there was like these goats that they like let them walk around, and they were like really good around people, and you could like feed them like cups of food. And I got one, and I like had it, and I was like feeding it, and I was like feeding it to like a baby, and I guess like a mom or something like took drastic measures thinking that I was a hostile or something to its child, and it tried to come at me. And then that's when zookeepers like grabbed onto it and went like, no, it's okay. Look, not hostile. And it was like still cautious of me. It's like sitting there giving me the death stare once I was done feeding its baby. I was like scared. I was legitimately horrified. I was horrified. Can you imagine being a 5-year-old and then like a goat going at you, and then like other people having to calm it down, and it just sitting there staring at you like it's gonna get you? No, I'd be horrified. But those are my most dramatic experiences. Let me know in the comment section your dramatic experiences, or just anything at general. Recommend stuff for me, and I will do it. And hey, if you have any advice of how to record gameplay on a tablet, do it. I greatly appreciate it if you give me advice like that. Alright. Anyways, this is the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay awesome, my jesters.